What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. It's been almost a year since Ty Dolla Sign released his quote-unquote mixtape Campaign. And pretty much since he dropped it, he's been teasing his next body of work, which will be Beach House 3. And anybody that knows the Beach House series knows how prestigious it is to Ty Dolla Sign's career, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in the video. Today, a release date was announced, so the wait for Beach House 3 is almost over. This album will be out on October 27th, just in time for Halloween. Really no correlation, but I wanted to say that. While the pre-order is up today, we don't have a full track listing. All we have are the 4 singles that are going to be on the album, as well as a total of 20 songs. So I guess we'll find out if Ty Dolla Sign can break the stigma of having a longer album and have it be engaging. You know, I'll be the first to admit that a lot of the albums that span, 16 plus songs haven't been the best. But let's see if Ty Dolla Sign is able to pull that off. As I mentioned, there have been 4 singles released since this summer. The first was Love You Better featuring Lil Wayne and The Dream. The second single, So Am I, featuring Damian Marley and Skrillex. And 2 new singles that popped up today with the pre-order. The first was Message in a Bottle, and the other is Dawson's Break featuring Jeremiah. Out of the 4 singles so far, my favorite is Message in a Bottle. I really like that slow R&B side of Ty Dolla Sign, and it stands out from the rest of the singles. The other singles are more a bit ratchet. You could tell Love You Better is clearly aimed at trying to please radio. So Am I is trying to break into a different territory. So it's like all the singles are around for a purpose. And me personally, I like R&B Ty Dolla Sign a lot. Out of the 4 singles, 3 of them have had guest features on them, and I hope that's not a reflection of where Beach House 3 is going to end up. I don't need an album of Ty Dolla Sign featuring a bunch of different guests. I want more solo Ty Dolla Sign records to come from this. Aside from the guest features on the singles, Ty Dolla Sign did an interview earlier this year with Fuse where he talked about how 2 frequent collaborators will be a part of Beach House 3. Those 2 names are YG and DJ Mustard. Considering the history that those 3 have, it's only fitting that they make an appearance on this album. And I'm excited to hear how that music sounds in 2017. They've all kind of, been doing their own thing and, they've grown as artists. So I want to see how that chemistry has evolved itself. Not necessarily that DJ Mustard is producing the song with Ty Dolla Sign and YG, but I want to hear how they all kind of interact. Also in that interview, he talked about how there will be sort of like a short film. And so I was kind of confused a little bit about it because he said that out of that short film is where the music videos are coming from. So I think the point that he was trying to get across is that the music videos represent this short film. And so when you watch all the music videos as he puts them out, they'll tell a story. Now, for anybody watching this who is a newer Ty Dolla Sign fan and has never experienced the greatness of Beach House 1 and 2, I urge you to stop whatever you're doing and go listen to those mixtapes today. Not necessarily right now. Keep watching this video. Don't click out of the box yet. But sometime today or this week or in the near future, before you hear Beach House 3, you should listen to the first 2 installments. For me personally, those 2 mixtapes are like the best music that Ty Dolla Sign has created in his career so far. I felt like Beach House was phenomenal because Ty Dolla Sign was able to establish himself separate from everybody else. Like when you listen to this mixtape, you just know that this guy is special and he sounds different than anything else going back in 2012 when this mixtape came out. In some ways he does fit into the industry when you listen to the first one, but it's more so like he has his own sound with like a vulgarness of Too Short, as well as like a level of artistry that you only see with like the top guys, like the Kendrick Lamars, the Drake. You can listen to this mixtape and you can hear that Ty Dolla Sign understands music. He knows how to create really strong melodies and rap production that fits around it. And so it's like there's just so much going on. And you know, he was a part of the production. He wasn't just making the songs, he was actually a part of the production with his production team Drugs. And so I really felt like that was just an amazing mixtape. I was a fan as soon as that mixtape stopped. Beach House 2 is when basically he signed to Atlantic Records, and you could tell it's reflected when you look at some of these guest features like B.O.B. and Trey Songz. And it's like, okay, the music was good. Don't get me wrong, there's some good songs on there, but it doesn't have the same, I wouldn't call it a classic like I would with Beach House. Lately I've felt that Ty Dolla Sign's creativity has taken a back seat. Now it feels like Atlantic Records is more driving that ship. His music has evolved, yes, but it has also lost a lot of that edge that you saw in his early days. Rightfully so, though. I mean, how can you really be a star, a big name, doing the same stuff that you were doing on the come up? Because let's face it, as great as Beach House was, it's almost like if he were to do that now, there'd probably be a lot more outrage. A lot of people would be turned off because that was some very, very explicit music. And not to say that he doesn't get explicit now, but it's a lot more toned down from those days. I do hope that Beach House 3 sounds more like it falls in line with the series than just being another title. I've seen rappers label their albums after the mixtapes that they've done, you know, like Mac and Cheese 4, French Montana. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And I just hope in Ty Dolla Sign's case it's not just a title to build hype, and that the music is able to find like a balance between old Ty Dolla Sign as well as the evolution that we've seen from Ty Dolla Sign in the stuff that he's doing nowadays. So those are just a few thoughts on Ty Dolla Sign's Beach House 3, set to arrive on October 27th. Hit the comment section and talk to me. Are you looking forward to this album? What do you think about the singles thus far? What are your expectations for the album? Hit the comment section, let me know what you think, and then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter @SermonsDomain, and as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, peace.